Hey friends, I'm so glad to see you again. Today, we're talking about one of the sweetest, funniest, and most heartfelt anime stories, where every episode brings new emotions, little surprises, and those small steps towards something bigger. If you love stories full of awkward moments, genuine effort, and characters who go just a little overboard for love, you're in the right place. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Sophia Riller is a quiet and modest girl who dreams of a peaceful life. At the age of 16, she takes part in the blessing ceremony, a ritual where every young person receives a card representing their patron deity. By chance, Sophia draws the card of the gorilla god, a being of immense strength. From that moment on, she must learn to control her new powers, which cause nothing but trouble. Everything she touches breaks or even explodes. At Deerington, a prestigious school for aristocratic children, Sophia is constantly bullied by Carissa, a popular girl with her usual entourage. But just when things get too much, Sophia gets a distraction: the arrival of Lois, a handsome and respected knight candidate. Taking advantage of the commotion around him, Sophia sneaks away to find peace under a tree. Even there, however, she can't escape her troubles. She accidentally crushes an apple and struggles with sudden cravings for bananas. After the ceremony, Sophia learns that the gorilla's blessing is extremely rare. It appears only once every 50 years. Because of this, she unexpectedly receives an offer to undergo trials and become a member of the Royal Order of Knights. Although it's a great honor, Sophia has no desire to become a warrior. She longs for a quiet, ordinary life. But refusing isn't an option. Doing so could damage her family's reputation and even put them at risk of being branded as traitors. Deciding to fail the trials on purpose, Sophia heads to the testing grounds. Along the way, she helps an old man whose cart has broken down, using her strength to carry his cargo. Afterward, she loses her way in the forest until she meets a mysterious boy with black hair and green eyes who helps guide her. She hopes he's just a kind stranger, but soon realizes he is none other than Lois, one of the examiners. At the training grounds, Sophia finds herself the only girl among the candidates. She tries to fail deliberately, but her divine blessing keeps helping her excel. During the first trial, a speed test, she finishes faster than anyone else. Then comes the rope course, where she saves another candidate, Isaac, from falling from a great height. Her actions earn admiration and recognition. Lois tends to Sophia's injured hand and hints that he sees more in her than just a potential knight. He sees someone truly special. Sophia begins to understand that her life will never be the same again, but for the first time, she starts to accept her abilities and the new opportunities they bring. After Lois healed Sophia's arm, he suddenly started massaging it. Sophia gently reminded him that it was her arm, and Lois apologized, explaining that he had been trying to understand how she managed to climb down the rope with Isaac. He had assumed her abilities were connected to her legs or a divine blessing, but Sophia avoided giving a direct answer. She didn't want to talk about her gift from the gorilla god. They returned to the trials, where Sophia was relieved to find out she had missed them. All participants ended up injured. She realized she might have technically failed by not completing the final stages. Although that had been her original goal, now she felt sad. She seemed to be developing feelings for Lois. The trials ended, and everyone was sent home. Before leaving, Lois thanked Sophia for saving his teammate, joking that thanks to her, he didn't have to carry his comrade away with a shovel. On her way home, Isaac ran up to her, worried about her condition. After making sure she was okay, he told her he admired Lois, how he had become a knight at just 15 years old, came from a respected family, yet remained humble and kind. Later, they met Eddie, who was being teased because of his mother. Sophia and Isaac stood up for him, which led to a fight. During the scuffle, Sophia showed off her strength by throwing an opponent against a tree. Afterwards, they introduced themselves properly. Isaac had received the blessing of the dog, speed and loyalty. Eddie possessed a secret power, and Sophia admitted she had gained strength from the gorilla god, asking them to keep it a secret. A few days later, Sophia was informed that she had passed the trial thanks to her heroic actions. At school, she met Isaac and Eddie again. Now they were in the same class. Sophia feared this would make it harder for her to stay unnoticed, but her friends were happy to be together. They agreed to hide their goals of becoming knights and their connection to each other. Soon after, Lois joined them as the senior mentor of the trio. The group quickly gained popularity among classmates, but Sophia tried to stay in the background. Things became especially difficult when Lois gave her a pastry, causing jealousy among the other girls. To avoid conflict, Sophia left, leaving Lois to deal with the crowd. She knew that their powers could change the world, and that they needed to be careful. After a long time, the day of the ceremony finally arrives, and Sophia still hasn't recovered from her fright when the girls followed her into the room to find out how she knows Lois. She makes up a story, claiming that she and Lois merely played together as children because their families were acquainted. The girls seem satisfied with the answer, but before leaving, they gently tease her, saying that someone as handsome as Lois would never take interest in someone so gangly as her. Sophia agrees. She sees herself as tall, thin, pale, and unattractive, a real gorilla. She's convinced that Lois will never look at her with any kind of affection. At the ceremony, the strict master Ishaval appears. He congratulates the new knights and reminds them of their duties. During his speech, he notices Sophia and suggests she should cut her bangs. She promises to do it tomorrow, though she regrets drawing his attention. That same night, she tries to trim her hair herself, but ends up ruining it. Eventually, she breaks the scissors and decides to go to a barber. Wrapping her head in a scarf, she heads into town. Along the way, she pauses near a strawberry shortcake, the favorite treat of gorillas. Lois spots her and offers help. Sophia asks him to accompany her to the barber. He does, introducing her to a sinister-looking stylist named Clean, a former member of the Order. Clean promises to fix her hair while keeping its length. Though frightened, Sophia later finds that her hairstyle barely changed, just slightly wavy now. Lois pays for the service, explaining it was only fair. They continue walking, and Sophia notices that Lois wants to stop by the pastry shop. She suggests going in together, realizing that he's uncomfortable with all the girls staring at him. Inside, everyone indeed looks their way, but Sophia feels at ease. They order lots of sweets, and Lois seems happy to be able to eat in peace. Sophia tells him he could easily find a girlfriend, but Lois replies that he's focused on his goals for now. She then confesses that she has the blessing of the god of gorillas, and Lois accepts this, offering his protection if anyone ever tries to hurt her. Later, Sophia wonders whether his ability might be connected to an orangutan. Meanwhile, Captain Shin and his partner are reviewing the new recruits, including Sophia. The next day, she uses gorilla strength to escape a crowd of Lois's fangirls, accidentally leaving Isaac behind. During training, Isaac is angry, but Sophia explains she had to leave. Eddie is tired of physical exercises. Now it's time for shooting practice. Everyone receives rifles, unloaded, and protective vests made of spider silk. During target practice, Eddie performs well and earns praise. Sophia is too nervous and accidentally crushes the rifle with her bare hands. Captain Ancient mocks her, calling her a monkey. After class, the captain demonstrates his own skills, flying and accurate shooting. Everyone is impressed. The group talks about the upcoming ball, but Sophia isn't sure she wants to go. She doesn't have a proper dress. Thanks for watching. If you had fun, don't forget to leave a like. See you in the next video.